All right, guys, so last video we got the corn planted. In this video, I'm going to try and take care of some ants first before we do anything. So all I have is some diatomaceous earth that worked really, really good on the ant pile. It was on the other side of the garden. So we're just going to go through and sprinkle some of this on. And I'm also going to put some inside the bin this time. I'm hoping that'll keep those ants out. That was really bad. When I tell you that bucket was full of black ants, oh my goodness. Now they're not going to hurt me, but yeah, I don't want them. Now we do have some ants on the corn, so I want to put some diatomaceous earth in here as well. Keep them from going up the corn stalks, maybe. Don't know. We'll try it. It worked on that ant pile over there, so I'm hoping it'll work on these. And I think what we'll do is we're going to put some on top of the corn, right? Give it a good sprinkle here before we put the straw on top. I want to actually go over and so if we get rain, most of this is going to wash away anyway, but I want to go put some more onto that pile that was over there. I'm literally making a trail over to that, and hopefully if there's any remnants, that will take care of them. It seemed to work, like I said, for the last one, so hopefully it'll work for this one. I do have to put these bags back inside this cart, so that was the other reason that I put those on there, or that in the bucket, because, and they're still out here, one on me. So, and the other thing is I saw them on the potatoes a minute ago too, so I want to do those. I'm literally, wherever I see them, that's where this stuff is going. And they're getting covered in it, so I'm hoping that this will be the end of that. And we'll just put some in there, because like I said, I did see some in one of the pots, or one of the bags. Hopefully this works. It has in the past, so hopefully it'll work now. There we go. That one's done. Let's make sure there's none on here. That's the peat moss, so we'll have some of that for next year. I think I got them all off the black cow. We did. I'm going to put that in there. So that's all we're going to need for that, because the corn, like I said, we covered that up in the last video. And now I just want to get this covered before the rain gets here. I'm not going to fertilize this right now. This was fertilized not too long back, so I'm not going to put fertilizer in there. I'm hoping we have enough in there. But this straw worked really well for the most of the year, so we're going to do it again. Also, when I went to mix that back up, I actually mixed the straw that was already in there breaking down. I mean, it was literally breaking down. It looked really, really good. So, oh, that bug just went right in my mouth. Thank you for that, pal. I can hear my friends out there. Guys, yeah, it's just free protein. But I still don't want a bug in my mouth. So it worked out really good. It kept the weeds for the most part down. I mean, we did have a few weeds, I'm not going to lie. I mean, that's the whole thing about this. That's why we're doing this without editing. Not hiding anything. Oh God, there's just something about the smell of straw that's, I don't know. I love the smell of that. I hated it when we were baling it and hated it putting it up in the barn when I was younger, but had to do something for money back then. Working farms, you know, they always need people for hay time. And they would, there was this one lady that used to come around. She knew where we lived. She asked me once and I said yes. And they liked my work ethic, so I went back and did more. I wish I could have done, you know, got more time and made more money from it. But you know, hay only comes every couple months or so, and I think this one, on her farm, I did at least 2 cuttings a year with them, and I think I'm going to throw this little bag out that came with the soil that I bought. It's just too small. It didn't do anything, so I think we're going to toss that out. Wasn't real impressed with it. Just size-wise, it just didn't seem to work well. Nothing in it grew. So it's a shame because it looked like it was going to be a decent bag. Right, so we got to zip this down pretty good. My cord back. And hopefully we don't get any bug problems. But I think having that diatomaceous earth in there, that should solve a lot of the bugs, I'm hoping, from surviving in there. But again, we're going to get some rain here, so that stuff I just put out, a lot of it's probably going to wash away. That'll be a bummer, but hopefully I'll get some of them. Right, there we go. So that's on. So the next thing, moving on. So we got our corn covered. It's now nicely covered. So when it does rain later, that'll help hold the water in. Next thing I want to get after is this mess here. So it looks like I got a few tomatoes on there. I think they're about ready. Yeah, they look pretty good. They're kind of small, so I should have probably cut the suckers off on these, but I was trying to get as much harvest. Well, that whole thing came off. I was trying to get as much of a harvest out of this as possible. Not to be greedy or anything, but you know, when you have a small little area like this, you're trying to get as much fruit as you can out of it. So these will go inside, we'll wash them up. One needs to sit a little bit. I think it needs to ripen a little. And I forgot to bring the alcohol wipes out, but I only plan on trimming up the tomatoes. So I brought gloves too. I didn't even use them. But who knows? I might get a little more into something here. Who knows? We might find something as we're going along. So I want to cut out, oh, there's another tomato. So I want to cut out some of this stuff that's yellowing. And actually, we're about to cut that off. So we're going to take him. We're going to cut it back here. And we'll take this stuff off and then probably throw this in the compost. Because I don't want it over here near the plants. Where is this one coming from? Wow, way over here. Now this might, once we trim this up, this might be enough. Oh, that one's, nope. We're gonna toss that one. Looks like the bugs got to this tomato. And in the pile it goes. So we want to cut all this out. I'm gonna have to put my back to you guys for a minute here. I haven't decided what to do with that corn yet, though. I don't know if I really want to cut it off of there yet. We're gonna trim the heck out of this because there's a lot. You know what? We're literally gonna take this stalk right off because there's really not much left to it. We'll take that off, and I'm hoping there's some spider webs in there. Hopefully, I don't get bit. Okay, that's crazy, guys. I just walked by that area we put the diatomaceous earth on, and I see a couple ants that are already looking like they're expiring. So there are some suckers coming out down here. So I guess we'll leave those. Where is this one coming out of? That it is coming out of that. We're gonna take that right there, and that right there, and we'll take that right there. That'll give that stem with these couple little plants on it, should give it a good boost of energy. I thought I cut that one off. I did. That out of there. Got one tomato up there. We'll get rid of this. So a lot of this, I think, is from so much water. You know, you get too wet and then it causes disease. We're going to get that out of there. That's amazing. That stuff does work, I guess. We'll trim that up. We'll see where we are for time because I don't want to make huge, long videos because you guys don't want to see that. You want quick, easy access. Oh, wow. We're actually going to cut this off. Wow. That was like literally bent over. Unfortunately, there's some really good vines on there. There's a little bitty green tomato on there, but there's also quite a bit of damaged leaves. So by trimming this back, there are some suckers on there maybe that we might get lucky and they might keep that plant going. But if not, like I said, I really, really, really think I should. Now, wouldn't it be funny if I found the bug that was eating all the tomatoes? Be hilarious. As I'm cutting all this off, I'm gonna take you off. I feel like I'm doing too much, but at the same time, I feel like if I don't get enough, it's not gonna work. There's a lot of... That plant was bigger than I thought. I'm hoping I got the camera pointed right, guys. Sorry, I keep walking in front of you. I should have just done a pile on the ground and then picked it up. All in one fell swoop, as it were. So I want to get this dead stuff off of here. Or dead and dying stuff, I should say. And then where I see the suckers, I'm just going to let them go. And see what happens. So I got a lot of these that are bent over, and I think that's why... Oh, like there's a actual branch in here. I think that's why maybe some of these started dying off. I don't want you in there. Unfortunately, I just cut off, again, some more young tomatoes, but I don't think that one would have survived the way it was bent over. I think it would have eventually succumbed to that. It was almost in half. All right, so we're going to take this one. Oh, there is not much left of this one. I'm going to cut that out altogether. There's actually a pepper plant in here that's coming up. Now let's take that, I guess. And that is not leaving much to this plant, guys. So we'll see if this works, we'll know for next year, right? Now that also opened up those tomato plants. I mean the pepper plants. So maybe with a little sunshine, that'll help those peppers. I don't think I have much hope for that orange one because it looks like it's already got rot on it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna go look at it right now. Now that I've got all those dead and dying things out of there. Look at this, there's more over here. So I'm gonna have to get some longer stakes and push this up because this is really long. What I'd love to do actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it because that tomato that's on there is partially eaten. And this can go bye-bye. Oh, look at that. We'll cut all this back. Yes, we're gonna lose some fruit off of that, but I'd rather do that than have a totally dead plant and have nothing come back from it. I am hopeful. Let me see if I can. Is this flexible enough? I can get it underneath of here. I don't want to break. I don't know if this is going to work. If this doesn't work, I'm going to have to cut that whole thing out. Oh, we got it. We got it, guys. There we go. All right. This has got to come out. I think we'll take this one out too. We're going to fish this back underneath here. Like so. So the leaves don't look great. I'll tell you that right now. They do not look great. But they're doing the same thing that every other leaf in this place. That includes, there's still some ants in there. But they are running around in that diatomaceous earth like crazy. So fingers crossed it gets rid of them. So we cut that way back. That was pretty drastic. The spotting that I'm seeing on there is the same on all the plants. So I have the feeling it's either from too much sun, too hot, or again, overwatering. That's a very good possibility. So I'm gonna nip off some of this stuff too. We have got so much mint. It's crazy. I'm gonna cut it way back. Let it do its thing again. I don't think it's doing any good right now the way it is. Oh, there we go. It went into that bucket as well. And the funny part is, I've seen those squash bugs on there. I don't know if they were eating on it or what. But I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I thought that was supposed to help keep those pests away. But we've got plenty of, oh my God, that smells so good. We've got plenty of spearmint, peppermint, and mint in here. So I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, I really don't see any of the garlic left. I think the other plants shaded it out, unfortunately. Let's get at this as well. But like spearmint it's like a weed. I think it's just because it grows everywhere, all over the place. And it's like, unless you literally dig the root system out, seems like it just keeps going. But boy, does it smell good. There we go. What I probably should do is learn how to make tea, or not tea, oil spray out of it. Spray all the plants. Oh yeah, that's actually killing those ants off. That's good. That's good. That's what we want. We don't want all those ants in here. So let's take a look at this pepper, shall we? So it's green, but yeah, we have a bad spot on it. So I'm going to save this for a minute. I'm hoping, maybe, just maybe, we'll get some more peppers out of that. Now, I did have some peppers on this one. It looks like a couple of them died off. Pepper plant that's in here has one on it. So fingers crossed, maybe we'll get one out of that. And I think I read something about these round dots that sink in. It is a rot of some sort, but I'm not sure which one it is. So, right, a bit of tidy. Oh, there's some pepper plants, peppers hanging over the side there. So did a little bit of tidy up, and I think that's all we're going to do for today, guys. Because even without the sun, it is still hot. It's much cooler than it has been, but it is still hot. So tomatoes trimmed up, corn's in the bucket. I'm going to look into the pepper plants. I'm also going to look into what the spotting is all over all these plants, because it's on the spearmint, the peppermint, the sweet mint. It's even on the corn and the tomatoes. So I want to see what it is. Now the basil does not seem to be phased. So you know you got too much water when you got mushrooms sprouting up. Just throw those there. The lettuce is kind of still doing its thing. I do have some flowers on it, so I'm guessing it's going to seed. I still have to figure out how to collect those seeds, and if we'll be able to use them next year, great. If not, we tried. But again, diatomaceous earth down, corn covered, straw over the corn, tomato plant finally trimmed back. Just doesn't look healthy. But again, I think what the plan will be here is I want to once this stuff starts going, I think we're gonna just start cleaning these pots out, and I want to try and direct seed maybe some tomato seeds, because I'm almost positive in my little seed book we have Roma tomatoes in there, so might try and direct sow some tomatoes right into the pots themselves and see what happens. I want to dig around in there too, because I want to see what actually happened to the garlic. Did it just die off and become part of the pot, or what? I did find one of the onions the other day. I accidentally dug it up a little bit. I pushed it back down, but I don't think it recovered. So we'll see what happens there. But other than that, guys, we definitely hit the 150. So as I said in Monday's video, I guess we're going to shoot for 300. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like, share the video out, drop a comment below. If you see something I'm doing wrong, please tell me. Please help me out so I can help other people out. And they're going to read your comments too. So thanks again, guys. This has been an amazing journey so far, and I hope this keeps going for 10, 20, 30 years, whatever. But I really want to thank you guys for coming along, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks again. Make sure you share these out, subscribe, and like, and again, drop a comment, help me out there, and we'll see you guys in the next video. God bless.